Unfortunately for us, we're going to stick with a little bit of sad news.
Mm-hmm.
Not as sad as the one we just discussed, thankfully. But as we're looking forward to this water qualifying matches that are coming up against Rwanda and Zimbabwe, over this past weekend, for whatever, I don't know which jazz they used though, but Nigerian players were just dropping like flies. Thankfully, we have somebody like William Trust Ekong that is on the way back from injury and coming back to fitness. But we saw three Nigerian players drop, three Super Eagles players drop this past weekend. One was a player that we were just celebrating his return, and unfortunately, he has gone out again. Talking about Shemi Ajayi, I was reading reports, hearing what people had to say about this one, and they're expecting him to be out for about 4+ weeks. A hamstring injury, so Shemi Ajayi, there's a very, very strong chance that he's completely ruled out of the match qualifying matches, which is unfortunate news for us. I want to see who Eric Shell is going to draft as a replacement. Maybe he can go. I don't know if he's going to go with a Torunariga or he's going to go with an Osho or he's going to bring in a new name like the likes of Ego. I don't know. But unfortunate to see Shemi Ajayi go down. Not only Shemi Ajayi, we also had one of our rising talents go down with an ankle injury. I'm talking about Officer Adele Bashir, suffered a knock early in the game that you can see the picture on the screen. He tried to play through it, he tried to fight through it, but when he took a shot later in the game, he just could not continue. That one is an ankle injury. Reports in Italian media are saying he's going to be out for about 20 days. Of course, 20 days is just short of 3 weeks exactly. And if he's going to be coming back after 20 days, I don't think his club would want to allow him, even though it's not really in their hands. But I don't think the doctors would advise him to go and play such crucial matches for Nigeria because if he's not fully recovered and re-strengthened his ankle, it can lead
Mm-hmm.
to further injury. So that's an
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate one that happened to us. And then another of our young rising players, after just impressing in the Champions League against Ademola Lookman's Atalanta, Rafael Onyedika also suffered an injury playing for Club Brugge against Standard Liège. I had a brief chat with Rafael Onyedika and he said, see, they've not assessed him yet, so he cannot say exactly how serious the injury is, but he is very hopeful that he's going to be able to play. He's hopeful that it is not too serious, but we don't have any confirmed information about how long he's going to be out for or how serious the injury is. But like three of our players going down, three players that have been doing well, not just even three players going down in one weekend. What's going on?
It's arrogant juju. I'm just joking. For me, when it's like this weekend was like a weekend of like was so crazy, and the one that I was following the Liverpool's game against the Valencia also, and I was like, I saw somebody down. I was closing my eyes. I said, the leg is black. It's not, no, it's not one of our players. Hey, I said, it's finished. When I saw the head, the head is tinted this thing. I was like, oh my. So for me, I think it's one of the players that I think Eric Chile will really be actually putting his hand on his head now and be saying that what is happening. So, it's just a shame. But, for me, if Lely Bashiru can play the game against Bologna, he should come to camp. But if he cannot play that game against Bologna, or he's not fit enough to even make the bench, he should not come. That is it. So for me, I think it can be. I saw a report that it might be his maximum of that 20. So if he can be playing against Bologna, on the 16th of
March.
March, I think he should be ready. The only player that I know that is out of the tournament is Emre Guy. There's no painkiller they want to give him, and there's no painkiller. He cannot play through the pain, and it's so sad. He was threatening, with headers and everything in the game. It was lively, and the coach was actually upset. He could actually go down. For me, I think he was rushed back.
Mm.
I think it was rushed back. I realized it was allow him to play those less competitive. He can just stream to start directly. I understand that they are struggling with Mainz too, and West Brom, and you don't want to fall behind the promotion and playoff places, too much. they had to like bring Ajayi quickly. But for me, I think it was rushed. I think why can't you just start common,
Mm,
than to go and start the game directly? It's extremely sad. Now, inevitably, they have to actually what? They have to lose him for like 4 weeks.
mm.
So Odedika is I'm praying now. But he said he spoke to him and he's in like what's it called? He's happy.
He's
So
optimistic.
he's optimistic. So for me, I just hope that the injury is not as worse. No, but injury where person work out by himself, it's always on the wrong side.
Mm.
I just hope that he's back. Ojedica is for me going to be a very big miss if he did not actually want to make the team.
Mm. And with the Shemi Ajayi one, I think one of the reasons why maybe they rushed him back was because they were without Kyle Bartley, their
Yeah,
other
but
center
yes,
back.
yes.
But Bartley was, I think, serving a suspension, so he was
Mm-hmm,
out.
mm-hmm,
So they
mm-hmm,
felt like they needed Shemi Ajayi to be in that position. Unfortunately,
mm-hmm,
he went down, and it looks like he's going to be out for at least a month.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a very unfortunate situation, honestly. I just hope that in these few weeks that we have, I just pray, I'm knocking on wood, more players should not go down. I beg. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you people should not, you people should try for your club, but please, if they try where they try, go enjoy you, please. Just if you feel just one small pinch in your hamstring, just coach, I beg, sub me off because
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria needs to qualify for the World Cup. We cannot stress this thing enough. I have already started having conversations. I've already started proposing to people. I don't want them to just stop replying my email if we don't qualify. So please, guys, Nigeria needs to qualify. Not only is it going to benefit the players for your reputation, for your CV, for your career, for your money, self. Even we in the media are going to benefit from it. The fans are
Mm-hmm.
going to benefit from it. Like so many good things will happen if Nigeria qualifies for the World Cup. So I beg Super Eagles players, try your hardest to stay fit. If you feel anything, just rest.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't want any injuries. I like it's Rwanda, and I know that we're not supposed to be feeling like this, but we know that we've started already on a bad note, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to turn things around in these two games. It's not
Yeah.
the one that will be using calculator to be saying, okay, if this person beats South Africa, if this one beats this one, hey, maybe we can still qualify. I also don't want to go and do intercontinental playoffs. That's a long
Mm-hmm.
road. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
qualify for the World Cup through the backyard. Let
Mm-hmm.
us go in through the front door with the rest of the big boys. Our
Yes.
group is not a group that we should be struggling so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Osimhen picked up a knock, but I think Osimhen is going to be fine. Now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too worried about Osimhen's one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's these other guys that proper injuries. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
hoping that some of them can come back on time, and hoping that we don't have to miss out on another fantastic World Cup. Not
Mm-hmm.
that even an expanded World Cup, it would be so
Yes.
embarrassing for us not to qualify. Speaking
Yeah.
about the World Cup, speaking about Victor Osimhen, Osimhen did an interview after the game with respected journalist Oluwashina Okeliji, and he spoke about the World Cup and spoke about the fact that it's every young player's dream to be at a tournament like this, and of course, he wants to go to the World Cup. Osimhen is motivated. Kenneth Muru has spoken. He might not. He's probably not in the team, but he's motivated. Wilfred Ndidi has spoken. He's motivated. Moses Simon is motivated. Ekong is motivated. All of our players are ginger. This is the right spirit. This is the way we want people to be thinking. They know how important these games are, how crucial these games are. Smith like where maybe in 2 weeks' time the list will be out for the qualifying matches.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? How is your heart leading forward to these World Cup qualifying matches?
I was a little bit more nervous initially, but when it's getting closer and I'm monitoring the enemy's camp too, I realized that if we don't get a win in Kigali, it's gonna be hard.
Hmm.
It's gonna be hard. So for me, I think I'm just taking it, easy. Then the list is gonna be out maybe probably by next sort of match or so. I think they already got their invitation already. So for me, I think I'm just waiting and I see if that will be called up finally, and also just call the list. And I'm happy that it's getting closer. I'm not going to be only watching Nigerian game. I'm going to be watching South Africa against South Africa against the Republic, and yeah. So I'm really happy. I can't wait for the match qualifiers.
Mhm. And I mean, hearing someone like Victor Osimhen, who is of course a leader in the team in terms of the way he drives the team forward, the energy that he brings into games, saying that he wants to go. Nigerian players have not shied away from saying that they want to go. Earlier, we heard even Olajuwon say, nah, that he thinks we'll still qualify. Is that the right mentality? Is that what you want to be hearing from them?
Yeah. It's what I want to be hearing from there. And if you look at Victor Osimhen, has never kicked a ball in the World Cup qualifier for Nigeria. Yeah, he didn't play against Lesotho. He didn't play against Zimbabwe. Remember the Finidi issue, against South Africa and also against Benin Republic. It was actually what there. So majority of these guys did not even play. If you remember, even Ola, I think Ola, came on against Zimbabwe also.
Mm,
I don't know, maybe against Lesotho also. I think one of those games came on. So they have not been like ever present. So if these guys are coming and they're motivated, I just pray that they are injury free. Because we all know that when Victor Osimhen is fit, what Victor Osimhen brings to us is different, from what other strikers bring to us. So for me, I'm really happy that he's also motivated and he wants to qualify. And he mentioned that in that interview that he had conversations with the coach that this and this. So I say he has been communicating with the coach. So that means that I'm also happy with Eric Chile. For him not to just call him once, he's calling him on a regular basis and to follow up on those players that has called up. I'm really impressed with what Chile is doing.
mm,
Not to just go and send WhatsApp message and like Finidi George. So I'm happy. I'm happy that he's doing that job. So Victor Osimhen is. I just pray that he's injury free and he can actually come and deliver for us in
mm,
Kigali.
mm. And I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, but also in that same conversation with Chinelo Kelechi, Victor said something like, they also want to get into the camp and have a feel of the coach and see what the coach is about. And that's another thing that I find very interesting when you speak to different players. They always tell you that, see, the first few days with the coach, all the players are sourcing the coach out to say, does this guy really know what is here to do? Is this guy really who we think he might be? But I like the fact, like you mentioned, that the coach has already started to build these relationships, talk to them, engage with them, tell them, you can't disturb them too much because they are with their clubs, but just
Mm-hmm.
be giving them a little bit of your idea of what you're expecting, of what you're looking forward to, so that it's not like they're coming to the camp first day and then this is the first time that they're even hearing your voice or they're even knowing anything about you. They're already getting some ideas. And
Mm-hmm.
on that first day in camp, it wouldn't be too awkward. It wouldn't be too like, what's this guy wanting us to do? What's he about? And that's one of the things that I'm happy that the coach has done. He has been making his rounds. I've also seen Eric Shell at MPFL games watching. Smilai, do you think there's any MPFL player that is in line for a call up?
No, no.
Not even
The only
goalkeeper.
player, yeah, the the only player I think might probably. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The only player I can think that is about to get a call up is Ifeanyi Onyebuchi,
Hmm.
of Enugu Rangers. It's okay, but when I saw his tackle against Raymond Stars, 2-footed tackle, I just wondered that these people they will not give somebody. But I think Ifeanyi Onyebuchi, but for me, I think already he said that he's done with MPFA. Now he want to focus on those that are part of the team. So to tell you that he's not even thinking about
Hmm.
that. And talking about the coach, he said something, and I'm not meant to say it here. And also through our conversation with one of the players too, he said that what Chile explained and everything that he wants to do and how he understands the Rwanda game, he said that it's mind blowing. He has never seen that type of understanding before.
Hmm.
So that is different. He now said, so say some coach too. He said, let's wait and get to camp and see how he will implement it too. He said that's his part. He said he's explaining it very well with his assistants. Let's see what he will do too on the pitch.
Hmm.
He made that statement. So he said because some people are very smart, they can talk. I don't go to a talker now very soon. They can they can talk. It's just to implement it. So people are feeling Eric Chile. And if you look at Sadiq Kumar's interview, he said that now we got the Mali coach. If you can implement what he did with Mali in Nigeria. So this guy is already they're already feeling Eric Chile. I just hope that he delivers for them.
Mm. And I mean, something that is crucial that we can also not ignore is the fact that we don't have that much time. We have to
Mm-hmm,
be aware of that because he
mm-hmm,
might have fantastic ideas, but like you said, it's about how he's able to implement those ideas. It's about
mm-hmm,
how he's able to implement those ideas. We need to be able to get the players to play and buy into the idea that he has in time.
mm-hmm,
Because, like, look at Man U, for example. Ruben Amorim has ideas. No doubt the coach has ideas of what he wants to do. But the
mm-hmm,
players have not been able to get the ideas. And that's why Man U is struggling in every match.
mm-hmm.
So you it's one thing to have your ideas, be able to explain it, but the players also need to be able to execute your ideas. Otherwise, it can still be tough. So
I don't think the coach have any idea, the Man U coach. But let's say that's a different for another day. That's conversation for another day. I don't want to go into Man U, but
yeah, it's important that the players are able to grasp those ideas quickly.
mm-hmm,
And I mean,
mm-hmm,
with all due respect, that's another reason why I would trust more of the foreign-based players for these kinds of matches because
mm-hmm,
I mean they play with all sorts of high-level coaches at their clubs. Coaches that come with all sorts of different ideas, high-level
mm-hmm,
tactics, not like very basic tactics. Oh, put body here. Oh man, all these kind of things. It's serious, serious tactical conversations. So you
mm-hmm,
expect that they have a better understanding of the game, and they can understand tactics better so that if Coach Eric Shell is coming with his assistant and explaining one or two things, they're able to get it quicker. I still think that the coach is not going to make wholesale changes to the style yet,
no,
but he is going to add his own little tidbit here and there of how he thinks that we can improve on what we've
mm-hmm,
already been doing, and
mm-hmm,
hopefully it can work, especially with some of the injuries that are coming up now. Hopefully
mm-hmm,
it can work. Hopefully it can work. And I'm looking forward to it.
mm-hmm,
I like Coach Eric Shell. I like the way he has set up his teams in the past. I like the fact that the players seem to be warming up to him and want to really give him a chance to succeed. I just
mm-hmm,
pray that the players can go and really fight for him, fight for us, fight for the Nigerians in those two matches. And by the grace of God, we can win those two games. And things can look brighter for us looking forward
mm-hmm,
to the rest of the qualifying matches. Because
mm-hmm,
I beg, we cannot miss two World Cups in a row.
mm-hmm.
I would trade any like this AFCON I would trade it for World Cup. Let's go to World Cup. I beg. I beg. It's always like you never miss a moment to roast Man U.